Do you ever find yourself trying to sleep, but you can't seem to turn your mind off? Today, we're going to continue our focus on the third major cause of difficulty sleeping, cognitive overactivation. In the last video, we did a primer on brainwaves, and we covered something called binaural beats. Today, we're going to cover a more powerful option than binaural beats. It's called audio-visual entrainment, or AVE. I'm Dr. Chris Friesen from Friesen Performance, where I help you achieve your greatest potential by optimizing your psychology, physiology, and neurology. Audio-visual entrainment, or AVE, involves wearing opaque glasses and wearing headphones. Basically, the way it works is the glasses and the headphones pulsate beats at a particular wavelength. For example, 10 hertz or 10 flashes of light in your eyes per second, and 10 beats in your ears per second, and these are synchronized together. It's similar to binaural beats, but research shows that the entrainment effect is much more powerful when you combine auditory and visual stimulation. AVE has been found to entrain the brain. In other words, your brain mimics the pulses and the flashing lights. For example, if you set your AVE unit to 10 hertz or alpha, which is a relaxing brainwave, your brain will start to produce more alpha waves. The technology of AVE has been around for a long time. The research could be a bit better. There could be more RCTs or randomized controlled trials. There's research evidence that AVE increases cerebral or brain blood flow. It also increases brain metabolism as well. These are things that go down with age. For example, cerebral blood flow goes down about 10% every decade. AVE has been used clinically to help people with anxiety, pain, ADHD, seasonal affective disorder, PTSD, and insomnia. It's also been used to help athletes improve their athletic performance, students improve their academic performance, and seniors improve their cognitive performance. One of the main objectives of AVE, particularly when it's set to slower speeds such as alpha or theta, is to produce a dissociative or trance-like state. After about 5 minutes, your brain will start to produce more of the same frequencies that your AVE unit is set to. When it's set to something like alpha or theta, your sympathetic nervous system tends to relax, and your parasympathetic nervous system, which is the rest, digest, and relaxation system, starts to kick in. People's hands become warmer, they start to breathe more deeply, and they generally feel more relaxed. So having an AVE unit set to alpha or theta can reduce not only physiological activation, but also cognitive overactivation. Remember, when our brain produces more alpha waves, we tend to stop thinking so much. I've used AVE myself and with a lot of my patients and clients. It's a very interesting experience. As I noted, after about 5 or 6 minutes, your brain will start to mimic the pulses. And you'll start to feel a deeper sense of relaxation, particularly when it's set to alpha or theta. Some people are afraid that it's going to hypnotize them and they won't be able to get out of it. This is definitely not true. You do feel a sense of dissociation or feeling like you're in a bit of a hypnotic trance, but if you fight it or the phone rings, you'll easily pop out of it. Sessions usually last for between 20 and 40 minutes. Both in my personal experience and the experience of most of my clients and patients, it tends to produce a change in your consciousness. You definitely feel more relaxed. I find AVE perfect for those who say to me that they can't meditate. It's kind of like meditation on steroids. People who meditate, and when you get into that present or mindfulness state, your brain produces more alpha waves and your brain stops thinking. The chatter in your mind goes down. This can definitely accelerate that process and make it much easier. One of my own personal experiences with these devices that really convinced me is a setting I used that starts off for about 12 minutes at 7.8 hertz, which is basically on the upper end of theta or lower end of alpha. That goes for about 12 minutes, then after 12 minutes it switches to 18 hertz, which is beta, which is a more activating setting. After 5 or 6 minutes, I definitely found that I got drowsy, that I was in more of a hypnagogic state, where I didn't know really where I was. I thought I might have been dreaming. I lose track of time. But almost always at the 12-minute mark, when the pulsations change from 7.8 up to 18 hertz, I find that instantly or almost instantly, I'm feeling wide awake, and I'm no longer in that dreamy, hypnotic state. It was this experience that really convinced me of the power of AVE to change your state. I've also used AVE either in the middle of the night in the past when I couldn't sleep, or when I lie down to sleep and I find that my mind is going. I put it on and set it to alpha or theta, and I find after about 5-10 minutes I'm able to fall asleep. The main manufacturers of AVE devices is a company called Mind Alive. It's at mindalive.com. So if you're having trouble sleeping, especially with cognitive overactivation or not being able to turn your mind off, it might be worth checking out an AVE unit. In the next video, I'm going to cover another unit that produces electricity through your earlobes and into your brain to change your brain state. So stay tuned for that. If you like this video, please hit the like button. Subscribe if you want to get alerted to more videos like this. So until next time, keep moving forward.